everyone. It's Dawn. I'm the Quilt Lady here in Kingfisher, Oklahoma, and so glad to be back with you guys. So I don't know if you heard or not, but we was out last week, and so Whitney was kind enough to run a video that we had from a year or two ago. Hey, Dorinda. Yes, happy 4th. Just seen Dorinda today. She brought her granddaughter into the quilt class. So we started quilt classes today for the kids, the quilt camp. And I am so happy to be back in the classroom. Hey, Debbie, hot OKC. Yes, it's like 103, 104 out there. It's too hot for me. Huh? Oh, upstate New York. Wow. Been there. Been a long time ago. Took Bill for his mom for his her 50th reunion at upstate New York. Huh? Oh, what's the weather like up there, Penny? You'll have to let us know if it's hot like it is here. Sure, it's not. So, anyways, Bill and I had COVID last week. So, hey, Sue Ann. And we had COVID last week. Well, kind of the week and a half. I don't know, whenever it was. So kind of sick for a couple days with a cough and stuff, but not bad. And now we're all back. So more. Yes, thank you. We are feeling better, you guys. Thank you for all your prayers. Oh, she said 72 and it rained all day. We need rain, and we would take 72 and just in a second we'd take it, wouldn't we, y'all? We'd love 72. I think it was 104 here today. So, and Whitney said it was, party at Penny's. Yeah, let's do that. I think Whitney said it was like 103, 105 up there in Wichita today too. So, yeah, it's hot, you guys, hot. Anyways, we got to start the kids class today, the kids camp, and we had 11 campers today, and I loved it. So I'm back in the classroom finally, and just love it. That is just my calling, I guess. I love being there, and I love teaching the kids, love teaching any quilt thing and stuff. So we kind of went over basic machine stuff, and they're going to get to sew their pillowcases tomorrow. So we have different projects each day. So you'll have to keep watching. We'll put some pictures out there coming up. So, all right, you guys, we're still in the middle of Shop Hop. So if you guys are still doing Shop Hop, we have till the end of July. So we have just about, 3 weeks left? 3 weeks left to get your passports all stamped and everything before we turn them in. Oh, yeah. Janice Andrews came in. Her air conditioner went out, you guys. I just can't even imagine in this heat. So, but Sam was good and brought her a little window unit. So she's got that, and Oscar brought her another little unit. So they're trying to keep her cool. But anyway, Shop Hop, you guys, I think Janice and Patty went on Shop Hop today and tried to get to a few things. So a few shops. So this is our block and our quilt. The New Day Dawning is the quilt. It's 72.5 by 96. The best thing about this, you guys, besides I think it's really pretty, it's all laser cut. So the best thing about it is you can get it and you can just start sewing. In my opinion, that's the best thing about it. I love not having to cut things out, and that it's precise. So Clint cuts all this out, and him and Whitney have worked hard on that part and stuff. So come see us. You can get that. We have those kits at the shop. You can get just the finishing kit, which is that without the blocks. There's 18 holes, so you can put other shops' blocks in there. And then we also have it with all the stars, okay? Ooh, Julia, 5 stores. That's good. She's only got 5 stores left. That's great. Shop Hop next week. Oh, good. Well, Kathy, I think I've got something to send with you for Becky. She told me you was coming up. So great. That's wonderful. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, hey, Katie. What else do we have to talk about besides Shop Hop? Anything else? I hope everybody had a good 4th and didn't blow any fingers off or anything like that. My son has got a warped sense of humor, and he sent me this picture yesterday. It said Happy 4th, and it was an X-ray of all these fingers that had been blown off. And I was like, oh, don't be lighting fireworks. So, all right. Are we ready to get, oh, I have a question for Whitney real quick. I forgot to ask her before we started. Whitney, did you roll the wheel last week, or are we going to roll it twice this week? So forgot to ask you that.
She rolled it the next day.
Okay.
And it's been claimed.
Oh, okay. So Whitney rolled the wheel. I thought it was going to be this week, you guys. I thought we would roll it twice, but Whitney rolled the wheel, put everybody's names in the wheel, and spun the wheel last week, the day after our Tuesday live, which wasn't live. And so somebody already claimed the prize. You'll have to get me up on that. Okay, so we'll do it again tonight. For those that came last time, we'll do the wheel again tonight. Okay? A video of rogue firework last night. No. Okay. And you guys see the quilt that's behind me. I've had that one up before. I haven't got it washed yet, or it would be fraying here where I just did the raw edge applique. It will, once I wash that, it's going to start fraying just a little bit. So we're going to go through that too. All right. Let the squares get off. What am I doing wrong? I'm using my foot. Okay. So Julia, if you're sewing a lot of squares and you get off, are you sewing the rows to rows? The thing is, you need to make sure they're cut correctly. Make sure they're cut exactly the same, and then use your 1/4-inch foot. That's the biggest thing. If usually that people get off is when they don't use a 1/4-inch foot. Make sure that's the same. And sometimes it just depends on how that fabric's cut. You might have a little stretch. You might have more stretch one way than the other. So if you want to pin, and I'm not a big pinner, but if you pin, you know that will be exactly on, okay? You know that you're going to, like, say you've got 10 blocks here and you're going to put that second row together, pin those intersections. And like I always do my odd rows, I press them to the left, and my even rows, I press to the right. And so then your back, you can feel that seam and you can bunt that together. Okay, so make sure that's together and just put a pin in it. I think it would be your easiest thing. Let me know if that's what you're asking, or if you're asking like putting the actual row together. Okay. All right, you guys. And speaking of squares, charm pack pre-cut. Oh, you're using the pre-cuts. Okay, well, they should be pretty good sewing. Now, one thing, everybody kind of cuts their pre-cuts differently. So Moda has a little edge on it, okay? So it's got the pinked edge on it, where some of them don't. Some of them are just cut straight. Okay, so on the pinked edge, years ago when they first come out, they was measuring 5 inches from outside edge to outside edge. Okay, now you can do, now I think it's from the inside of the pink to the inside of the pink. Okay, so if you have an older pack of charms or something, I would measure that. And then when you go do your 1/4-inch foot, make sure that you're lining that up either with the outside edge or that inside edge every time. So that, because that just a little bit like that can get you off. If if you're doing 10, all those little increments can get you off. So measure those charms just to be sure. Okay, so I bet it's how the charms are cut. And like I said, if it's got pinked on it, it's going to be harder to keep on that 1/4-inch edge. Okay, that's true. Practice does make perfect. You can ask everybody out there online. We've all done those mistakes. Thanks, Tony. Hey, you guys, be sure and share with your friends, and that's how you get in the wheel. So we'll get another prize given out tonight, a gift card. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple little things tonight, things that I don't know if you've heard about and this and that. So I'm going to get into some of that. Oh, P31 retreats. Okay, we have the November is totally booked. Okay, it's out. Okay, good. And the one in February is February 22nd through the 26th, I believe. Okay, so it's winter. you're not going to be doing anything anyways. So come join us, come have fun, and we'll sit by the fire and quilt all day. Okay. So the retreat in February is 3/15, and the place we're going has gone up on us. So that includes five days, 4 nights of lodging. So that takes care of all your lodging. That takes care of all your food. Okay. Now you can bring snacks and have a community snack place, but that takes care of all your meals. That is, you don't have to bring any bedding. It takes, they take care of all your bedding, your pillows. They have cutting mats. They have ironing boards, all that you don't have to bring. And they have good chairs. So you don't have to bring your chair either. Okay. So pretty much takes care of everything. We will be doing a mystery project again, and there's all kinds of other things coming. So this is February, and we're just fixing to roll out November's and let you guys know what all that will be. So that'll be coming pretty quick, probably next week, as what all we've got to have for that. Okay. All right. Hey, Marilyn, how are you? So anyways, okay, I think we're ready to start, Whitney. Let's start with, we was talking about your squares, Julia, how you can't get your squares to roll up. So this is a thing. This is triangles on a roll. Okay. I don't know if you can see triangles on a roll. All right. This one is 600 half square triangle blocks. So there's 600 on this roll, and this is a 3-inch finished. So this will be a 3 7/8. And if you guys don't know that, if you're going to have a 3-inch finished square, okay, and you're going to do a half square triangle, you've got to make that 7/8 of an inch larger. Okay. So some people just think that does not sound right, and it doesn't sound right, but it's correct. Okay. So this is already put there, and you can cut your strips this width and lay this on, and it has guides of how to show you where to sew. And then all you have to do is come back on the solid lines and cut, and you've got as many half square triangles as you need. Really fast, very, very accurate. And so this would help you, Julia, too. This is a good deal. So we have several different triangles on a roll. We've just put this one in for tonight just to show you that we do have triangles on a roll. This one is $11.99, and it's mine number one. Okay, and there's 600 on that roll. Okay. This is something, I don't know how many of you guys know about bow Nash. Okay. Bow Nash, this is the box it comes in. So this is the regular bow Nash bottle, which comes here. We also have starter sets. Okay. The starter sets come with the bottle and a Teflon sheet. Okay. So I'm going to just read this to you because as you see, this is my bottle. And I use this when I need it. It's pretty neat. So it bonds fabric together, and it bonds it instantly. Okay, it's like it's almost like a little crystal. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see that in my hand. It's kind of hard to see. It's like a little piece, crystally, powdery looking stuff. Okay. And so you get that on, say you've got a pair of jeans. I did these the other day. Let's see if I can find that hole. Where was it? Well, of course, I can't find it now. So if you have anything that has a hole in it that you need to bond back together. And so like I had somebody that came in that had their dog chew a piece out of their leather chair. So you can do that. You can do fabric to fabric. It just repairs holes. So it's a great thing for jeans. If you need to hem, if you don't want to use hem tape, you can just sprinkle this on and iron it, and it bonds it instantly. This says everyone has something waiting to be repaired. Use bow Nash, fuse it, to mend just one garment, and it pays for itself the first time you use it. Use with all fabrics, delicate silks and laces to heavyweight canvas and denims. Repairs rips and tears, repairs holes. Hemming, you can use it for hemming, quilt basting, applique, patches, foiling, and Angelina. So sometimes, you get those big patches. I've had those with the Highway Patrol. You get the big patches, and it depends on what you're sewing it through. I can sew it through to his shirts, and I can sew it through to some of the lighter jackets, but you get those big heavy leather jackets, and it's like, that's really taxing on my machine, going through a big patch and the leather jacket. So this is perfect. Okay. Anyways, it bonds stuff together. So I can't tell you how well I love it. Yes, Janice, thank you. You do need to use a pressing sheet. So once you put this over your, or put it, like, say, between your jeans, okay, you're going to bond that pair of jeans that's got the hole back in it. Take a little pair of jeans, put it behind it, put this on, and just press it. You're going to want to use a pressing sheet. So we have the Teflon pressing sheets. We have the packages of these also that have the pressing sheet in it, but this one's also a pressing sheet. Just a Teflon pressing sheet you can use with anything. This one looks like it's $12.69, and this is $9.99. So you need to put this pressing sheet over it and then put your iron, because you don't want your iron getting this on the end of it, because it will stick on it. So, okay, it's supposed to bond, and it will bond to your iron. Okay, so the Teflon pressing sheet is mine 13, and it's $12.69. $12.69 on the pressing sheet. And the Bow Nash is mine number 2, and it's $9.99. That's great stuff, you guys. It's just something that you might not need right now, but it's nice to have around, because when you get that hole, you've got it. Okay. Next thing, let's see. I think we have grippy. Yes. Okay, I've showed you guys the grippy before. This is the grippy. Non-slip coating, okay? This is the non-slip coating. This is 3.81 ounces, all right? It's $9.99. And what you do is, there's all kinds of rulers out there that's got the grip on the back, and I love them all. I really like the new ones, but I have a ton of these old ones, and I'm not just going to waste my old ones, because that's just not how I am. I like the new stuff. I do like the good tools, but I'm not going to waste these. So if you take this, shake this can, and then on the back of your ruler, that's a flat ruler, you're just going to spray, okay? So you just spray. And then instead of that sliding when you put it down, and you guys can't see, let's see if I can pull this up here. And this is just a mat. So on this side, the other side, see how it slides? And then I put the grippy on it, and it doesn't move, okay? So it just has some sort of grippy stuff, and it just doesn't move. So when you're cutting, and you know how the end, sometimes it slips, this doesn't let it slip. Okay, this stuff's great stuff. Okay, all right. So this is if you want to see a sample or something, come to the store. We have this. This is our store bottle, and we use it here. Okay, so that is grippy, and it's $9.99. It's mine number 3, non-slip coating, and it does not stain your fabric. You guys, does not stain, and it dries clear on your ruler. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see. We've done this one. Okay. What do we got next, Whitney? I think it's this. Yeah. Okay. So you guys have seen me talk about the sasher from the lady in Australia. Okay. This is a different one. So we do have the sashers. We do have those here. This one is by Purple Hobbies, and this is the 3rd hand binding folder clip. So a lot like the sasher, just a little bit different. Okay, first of all, this one clamps on. Okay, this one clamps on. And so it's got the clamp, you can see, it's got the little screw nut right there. So all you have to do is undo that, and it'll go that wide all the way up to what you need. So I don't have my ironing board out here tonight. I've just brought my wool mat. So I'm just going to clamp this on just to kind of show you how that works. See how that's clamped on there? Whoop, you can see it. Okay, so what you're going to do, Bill, come hold this for me, would you? Hang on, I'm going to ask for help. Okay. Oh, okay, we can do that. Okay, he's going to adjust the camera, you guys. Okay, so you've got, yeah, right there. Okay, let me get this to the side. So we've got it clamped on, and you're going to put your piece, your 2.5 inch, you've got your 2.5 inch sashing, and it can be less than 2.5, okay? But at least 2, or you can have up to 2.5. And there's a little slot right here. So to get that started, sometimes you'll need to put a pin in there and grab the fabric and just kind of pull it through and get it started. And so this hangs on to it, okay? Where on the other one, you're pushing the sasher. This one hangs on, so you just take your iron and press it as it's coming out. And as it pulls through there, you can see it pulls this. It's like this. It pulls, oh, you can't see it. It's like this, and it just pulls it together, okay? So when it makes it a nice, even strip. So just something really fast for you guys. I like these sasher things because they go faster, and I'm all for that, and I don't want to burn my fingers. So this is a nifty little deal. This one's called the Third Hand Binding Folder, okay? It's mine number 4. Go up a little bit. Mine number 4. Oop, yep, that's good. And it's $13.99. Sorry, you guys. All our little things going on here. Okay, so that's the binding tool. Whoops. Flip that over there. Okay, the loop pressing bars. Let me find those. Okay. The loop pressing, this is what the loop pressing bars look like. There's one missing out of here. It's in my sample here. You get 5 bars, and they are a 1/4 inch, 5/16, 1/2, 9/16, and 11/16. So what that is good for, if you do any kind of applique, or you want to, sash your first time today. Oh, good, Dorinda. Hey, I love those sashers. If you do a lot of applique, or you do bias binding, this works great. So you do whatever size strip that you want to make. Okay. So I just took this, and I think I cut 1 inch, maybe, not sure which one this one is. Anyways, I think I cut about 1 inch, maybe 1 inch and 1/8. And so this little teeny tiny, okay. And then what I did is I put it together like this, and I sewed it wrong sides together because I didn't want to have to turn this, okay? Wrong sides together, sew it down, and then once you get it sewn, you put this strip in here, and this is heat resistant. So you put it in, and then you split that. See, you can cut this seam and make it smaller if you want to. You can trim that. But I just stuck it in there, and then I opened my seam and I pressed against the bar. So then you're not trying to fiddle with it and get it all to where you can get that seam up to the top in the center and press it. If you put it in this bar, it's going to go right in, okay? Then when you take it out, you can also, it's got a little slot right there, a little slit, and you can put piping or whatever you want in there, and you can run that through here if you want this full, okay? So you can use this as piping. You can use it as a loop maker. Anything that you want to do bias work with, this works great, okay? So those are the loop pressing bars, and that's mine number 5. Mine number 5. If you guys have any of this that you want to see again, or you want to come in and ask how that works, actually anything we have, if you want to come in and say, hey, I don't know how that works, would you show me? I'd be glad to show you guys how, okay? So, and if I don't know, I will find out. Okay. Let's see, what else we got here? Okay, the Flying Geese ruler. And I'm going to ask you guys something. If you guys want to see any demos with these rulers, just put in the comments, hey, I want to see a demo with that, and I'll work something up, you know, to show you guys some demos. We've got a ton of different rulers. There's a ton of them out on the market. So if you have a particular one that you want to see, just let us know and I'll be glad to do it. This one is by Eleanor Burns, and it's a Quilt in the Day ruler. Okay. And this one does a 3x6 finished flying geese. Okay. 3x6 finished flying geese. So you get a lot of quilts that have flying geese in them. Everybody just, when they see flying geese, they're not hard to do this way. When I use this in the Underground Railroad, it works great, you guys. It's all in the ruler, and you just lay it out there, you trim, and then you lay it up here at the top and you trim. Works great. So if you want to see a demo, just let me know. The Flying Geese 3x6 is $11.99, and this is well worth it. It does not let you have a headache going trying to figure those geese out. Very good instructions in here. She's a very good pattern writer, and very good ruler. Okay, so the Flying Geese, $11.99. Okay, circles. So this is what is behind. This is the circle maker. Okay, the Charming Circles. That's exactly right, Renee. You get a bunch of rulers because you go and someone's demoed them, and then it's like, now what do I do with this? So if you have something, if I have it, I'll sure be glad to show you how to use it. So the circle ruler, I love this ruler, and to me, if you use a smaller rotary blade, it works better. So I have a small 28 millimeter or 18. I have an 18 and a 28, but I think the 18 works just fine on this. And when you roll it, it seems to stay more snug to the circle because it's smaller. But this is great for cutting out blue jeans. You can cut out anything you want with it, but you can see mine back here in the back is all blue jeans that were old that were given to me. And so what you're going to do, and there's a couple different ways that you guys can put this quilt together. It's really, really simple. As I get the jeans, I start cutting my circles. Okay, I start cutting my circles, and then on there, you'll see the places where you can mark. See the holes right here? And so you can put your pin in there and you can mark the lines. Okay, see where I've marked my lines? And so that's where your square is going to lay. This will take a charm square. So it's a perfect 5-inch square that will lay in here, okay? So you can either get a charm pack, or I just picked up this off the shelf. We have some bandana type style fabric. And so I picked up some red bandana and then cut them into 5-inch squares. And you can see that's what it is back behind me. So there's different ways you can do that. And I don't know if I used batting in this. I believe I did. So you can put a little square of batting in there. That's the same size, a 5-inch or maybe even a 4 3/4 inch. You can put that in there and sew those down. But this is how I do it. At first, I'll get all my circles cut, okay? Then on one of these sides on the line, I'm going to sew 2 of those together, okay? So this is the back, and this is the front, okay? So once I get that done, I put my rows together. See if you can see this. See how I put my rows together? So I've sewed here and come down. These come up. So I've sewed down the line, okay? And then when I got to the bottom, I'm sewing on the line here. Oops, there we go. So I hope that makes sense. So you sew these all together and you're going to end up with just a patchwork. And then the back, you know, has got all your different colors, your pockets, this one's even got, oh, here's where I fixed I had a big hole there, and I put the bow Nash on it and just pushed it back down. Works great. Okay, so once you get it to this point, then all you have to do is take your 5-inch squares. You can take batting and your 5-inch square, or just your 5-inch square. So it's going to be pretty heavy as it is with it being jeans. Lay it in here, and after you get it to this point, okay, then you're going to take your first one, and you're going to lay this down, lay this over, and then lay this one in and this one up. And you're going to just raw edge that. Just raw edge applique around the edge of it. It'll fray just a little bit to give it that look. If you want it to be more, here's my ruler, there it is. If you want it to be more raggy, like this, you can see that raggy looking. You see the rag? Okay. If you want it to be more raggy, then you're going to sew it a little bit further in and then clip that. Okay. So you clip it like a rag quilt, like maybe 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 inch even. And then that's going to rag. Okay. So I haven't washed the one behind me yet, or it would be a little raggy, but it's fun just to take your jeans, get them all fixed up and ready to go. And so this one behind me is just like a little stadium seat cover. You can make them as big or as little as you want. You can put them in your trunk or make them for a picnic quilt. The jeans are awesome. Huh? Did I get the red stuff where?
How did you get the red stuff in the middle?
That's what I just told him. He's not listening. How did I get that red stuff in the middle? You cut your square and you put it in there.
Oh.
And then you sew around these little things like this. You push that down, push this down. You fold it on that line, see, and then you raw edge it. And that's how it goes. Okay, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Rag quilts are the best thing. I usually start my young students with rag quilts. Very, very forgiving. You don't actually have to have those corners exactly, and they're very forgiving, and they're probably one of my boys' favorite quilts, actually. Almost every time they come, they go for the rag quilts. Most of mine are flannel, and they just like them. So that and jeans. Okay, so that is the circle. Charming circle. That's the charming circle. And there's all kinds of things that you can do with that, with your circle. $17.99, and it's mine number 7. Mine number 7. Okay. Let's see, what do we got? Okay. This one is so this is a non-slip, okay? So this one is the Omni Grip, and it's got, or this is Creative Grids, and it's got the stabilizer at the side, so it won't slide on you, okay? So this one is the spider web, and it's got these 4 designs. Get it up there. Those 4 designs that you can do with this ruler. And I'm sure you can make up lots and lots more, but lots of cute designs in this. And I think that price is wrong, Bill. I'm sorry, you guys. I think that price is wrong out there. I think it's $26.99, the ruler. If you guys want this, we'll give it to you for $23.99 tonight because we did it wrong. But I think it's supposed to be $26.99. Okay, so that is the non-slip spider web ruler. Okay, so we'll do it for $23.99 tonight. And this is mine number 8. Mine number 8. Okay, lots of good markings on these. These are really good rulers. All right, what do we got next? I think we have our yo-yo makers. Oh, it's $23.90. Okay, well, then this one's marked wrong. Okay, this one needs to be remarked. Thank you. We'll get it all figured out here. No version of a rag on a live. Oh, yeah, very good. So you guys keep your eyes out because Janice is going to be doing some lives for me. Yes, you can do a stack and whack with that. Yeah, sure can. And she is, maybe we'll do a rag quilt for you. Be awesome, wouldn't it? Everybody likes the demos. That's the fun things. Okay, so this one is called the Upgrade Quilt Ruler Upgrade Kit. Quilt Ruler Upgrade Kit. Okay, I found these at Market and I really liked them. So you just take a regular ruler and say, I'm going to do a whole bunch of 2.5-inch cuts. Okay, so you're going to, this is the small one, and it's got this little rubber band. I don't know if you can see it very well. It's got this little rubber band. Well, it's not a little rubber band, kind of a weird looking band in the middle. So I'm going to put this on the bottom of my deal, and I'm going to set it up at 2.5, and it just pulls and stretches and clips around the end. Okay, so now you can see I've got that set up at 2.5. Okay, so when I lay my fabric down and I come up here, it's going to bunt up against that. And so I don't have to really look too hard to see that that is all lined up. It bunts right up against that fabric. So if you've got your fabric here, that's going to bunt up right next to it every time. And so you'll have exact 2.5-inch strips. They're really great. And you just move them. If you want to do a 3-inch, you're just going to come down here to a 3-inch. And then you start doing 3 inches. Okay. So you can put these on and off as you want. They look like this. It's got this, like I said, this band in the middle, and this stretches. Okay. Stretches out to get your ruler. So that is in your kit. You get one for this size of ruler, and you get one for the big ruler. Okay. So the big ruler's got 2 pieces, as you can see here, and then there's a band and here. And I've done the same thing, where you can bunt that right up there to it and just keep on sewing or keep on cutting. Okay, that's going to measure it for you every time at the same distance. And if you want to move it, just pull this out and stretch it up to wherever you want that to be. Okay, there's a 1 inch. You want it to be 1 inch. They're really nifty deal. Okay, all right, so that is the Quilt Ruler Upgrade. Becky who? Okay, Quilt Ruler Upgrade, and that is $27.99, and it's mine number 9. Great things. I got those, like I said, I got those at Market and loved them. And we'll be going back to Market this year. We're finally open after COVID. They had festival, but they didn't have Market, and so this year they're going to have Market. I'm excited to see all the new stuff. Okay, let's see what we got next. I think it's the yo-yos. Oh, personal shopper. Bill's Becky's personal shopper. You left her hanging today. Okay, extra small yo-yo maker, you guys. I don't know if you guys like to just sit in your chair and do something fun, but this is the extra small yo-yo maker. This is actually the size, if you can see that. That's the actual size of the yo-yo maker, or of the yo-yo right here. Okay. These are so fun to do. I love making yo-yos. And okay, so that one's $5.99, just $5.99. So all you have to do is take a mini charm or just any scraps of fabric. If you've got a bunch of scraps of fabric, put them by your chair and just wind them around. This has got little holes, and so it shows you up and down, up and down, up and down, and then you take the little plastic thing off and pull it, and you've got your yo-yo. It's really fast and fun. And so we used to go and turn them. This turns everything in. They look really good, you guys. So this one's $5.99 for the little mini. That's the extra small. Okay, extra small, $5.99. So here's some that I got made for me when I went to camp. And this is a medium size yo-yo, you guys. This is a medium size. Okay, so this is my favorite line of the Venice. So see the pretty colors, but this is like a medium yo-yo. Okay, on a yo-yo. I might need to make some for Eva's backpack. Oh, They're easy. Start to finish, maybe a minute, 2 minutes at the most to go around. All you have to do is put the needle and thread up and down, and pull. It's that easy. They're really fun to make, and you can get a whole bunch. I've done a little tree skirt and stuff. So yes, you can handle that, Whitney. You can. Okay, so that one's $5.99. That's the little one. Yes, Dorinda, that would be great. It's a great scrap buster, you guys. And if you need something for your little kids to do, this is perfect. It's something they can get used to doing their hand-eye coordination and do with the needle. Okay. All right. So here's the extra large. So I don't have any of the medium ones right now at the time being, but we'll be getting some in. So I have the extra small, and then I have the extra large. So this is the size that's on here, this blue yo-yo. That's the size that makes, okay? See how big this is, but it makes that size because it's folding it all over, and then it's taking 1/4 of the inch and winding that inside, okay? And see the holes? See the holes, how they're put in there for you? And it shows you, start here, and you're up and down, up and down, up and down, and then you just pull it. It's that easy, you guys. So these are really fun to make. Oh, you made a yo-yo table runner. Ooh, post that, Cheryl. That'd be awesome. We'd love to see that. I love yo-yos. I think they're so pretty. Hey, Margo. Glad you're here, girl. We have 63 on. You guys need to share so you'll have a $63 gift card. That would be awesome. Okay, so again, the yo-yo maker makes this size of yo-yo. Whoops, right here. This size of yo-yo, and they're fun just to add to hair bows or bags. I made some and put a clip on the back and put them on baskets, and some old garage sale baskets, and it really fancied it up. Everybody loved it with the yo-yos on it. So really fun. So this one is $7.99. $7.99 for the extra large. Okay. If you're interested in the other sizes, I'll be getting those in. Just put in there that you want other sizes of yo-yos. Okay. And we'll check that. Yes, it's much quicker than the old way. And they're even because you can take a scrap piece of fabric. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. You can take a scrap piece and put this in and pop that little thing in there, go down and up, pull, and it's a perfect one. It's great. So they are fun. Need a hands-on demo. Okay, Janice, you come and I'll show you how to do it. It's fun. She'll be making yo-yos, girls, when she comes to work. It's like, I'm going to make some yo-yos. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Okay, Lori Holt. We have a big following of Lori Holt. If most of you know Farm Girl Vintage, she's just got a way about how she makes patterns. She's a very good pattern writer, and no, I haven't found any mistakes in her patterns, and just a really good pattern writer, the way she explains things. So this is some of the things, some of the rulers. I've got a couple rulers of things that's in her books, and I've got some books here to show you. So this one is the pie ruler. Pie ruler. You cut 16 slices to make one pie. One pie. So 16 of these is going to make one Dresden. Okay, one Dresden around. This is by Riley Blake, and it's Lori Holt's. Okay, so this one will do actually from an 8-inch down to a 1-inch. Okay, 8-inch down to a 1-inch. All right, so there's the pie ruler, and that's $12.99. $12.99. Mine number 12. Okay. The next one we have is her circle ruler. And the circle, this has got a 2, 4, 6, and 9. 2, 4, 6, and 9. So here's your 2, 4, 6, and here's the 9-inch. Okay. So there's 4 different rulers in here. So if you have a bunch of circles that you want to make, I love my circle maker that I did my quilt back here, but it's only one size. It makes it where it fits a 5-inch square. Here you've got 4 different sizes of circles. So you could also use these and cut and do your yo-yos the old-fashioned way, like Dorinda was saying, do them the old-fashioned way by doing this. Be cute too. Okay, so this is $29.99, and it's Lori Holt. $29.99. And then their pattern, lots of dots. Okay, that's in there. Lots of dots. Okay, so that's a Lori Holt circle rulers. Okay, then since we're on the binding thing, and I showed you the express binder that you can put on your ironing board and pull through, here is another one. This is Quilt Binder Express. Quilt Binder Express. So what it is, it's looks like a little cutting mat. Okay, this is a little ironing pad on here, and then over here you've got 2 1/4 inch binding, 2 1/2, and a 2 inch. Okay, so if you're going to cut that, a 2 1/2 inch binding, okay, just like what I pulled through here, and I can't take this, I can't show you on this because it's closed up, but you would just take it and fold it, get your 2 1/2 inch strip, you're going to fold it in half, and then you're going to bring it up through the back and across this way, and you'll iron it as it comes out. Okay, so it will be ironed as it comes out, like so. Okay, so you cut your binding strips to what width you want, you fold the end in half, and then you put it through there, and then you press it as it, and so this kind of lays flat, and this holds it down. Just another way of doing your binding. Okay, so it's kind of neat if you're going to class or retreat or something. It's just kind of all right there. You can take your mini iron and you can set at your table and do it. You don't have to get up and stand at the board to do all your binding. So this one's $29.99, and it is Quilt Binding Express. Quilt Binding Express. Mine number 14. Mine number 14. All right. Let's see. Oops, I kind of got out of order here. Okay. So the shape cut. I don't know how many of you guys have heard of the shape cut. This is a great ruler. I use these. I've got these in a couple different sizes. I use the bigger one because I cut a lot of stuff. So this one, if you can see, it has the numbers down here from 0 to 12. So what you would do is you would take your fabric and you would fold your fabric up again. So you lay it on your cutting table and fold your fold up to the selvage. Okay. New favorite ruler. It's wonderful, isn't it, Liz? I love this ruler. So you lay it in there, and then you're going to line that up, the bottom of your fabric right here on this bottom line. Okay. You're going to line that up. Whoops. Here's your 0. Okay. You're going to line that up on the 0. Okay. So you see the 0 right here. Line that up on that line. Okay. Then see if you can see it that way better. Yeah, there you go. So you can line it up on that 0. And then you've got your fabric up here. So you can put your rotary blade in the hole right here and then slice. So if you're going to do 2 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches, 2 1/2, this is every 1/2 inch. Okay. So you can get all the way up to 12 without having to reset your ruler. Okay. So it goes really fast. I have one that goes up to 18. We also carry those in the shop, the bigger one. See, Joyce has got the shape cut extra large. If you want that one, just put shape cut extra large. Bill, can you give me a price on those? They are very accurate. I can cut out a king size quilt, like a log cabin, in about 30 minutes with these. Tell me what the 18-inch mat is, like this. So this is the 12-inch mat, and it's $47.99. $47.99. Okay, so that's mine 16. Mine 16, and they work great. Also, let me tell you another thing. You can do your squares, and you cut them into half square triangles, or you can do diamonds. So see the deal right there? You can cut perfect strips, cut them into squares, cut them into triangles, cut them into diamonds, and you can make fringe. Okay, so lots of good things there. It tells you exactly how to do it on the back. All right. $47.99. Okay, if you want the 18-inch, hey Matthew, sashing from my camper quilt. Oh, the extra large is the best. I like the extra large. We do have this same mat that goes up to 18 inches, and it's how much? 50. $55.99, you guys. $55.99 for another $6. I'd do the big one. I love it. Yes, it's pretty much the same thing as Stripology. Yes. So they're very good. And once you get to using these, man, can if you're cutting strips, you can whoop them out. This is pretty fast. It does kind of feel like cheating. You don't have to move your mat. It goes pretty quick. So, okay. So that the small one, the 12 inch is $47.99, and the 18 inch is 50. What'd you say? $56.99? $55.99. So that one, this one's mine number 16, and let's do $55.99 for the extra large, and we'll do mine number. What number, Whitney? Let's see what number she wants to put on that. Just do $55.99 mine XL, and we'll know. Okay. So, or mine XL. Okay. Mine XL, and we'll know on that one. Okay. Then I was talking to you guys about using Bow Nash and using the Teflon sheet. So I use a Teflon sheet. I have this at my at pretty much every machine I have. I've probably got 6 of these. I love it. It doesn't get stuff on your ironing board or your wool mat. These are wonderful. So if you're going to do an applique and say you're going to do this girl right here, and you're going to put her arms on and her hands on and everything, you're going to totally get her pressed together on this sheet. Okay. So you can see through it. You can put the design back behind it and then know exactly where your hands need to lay, where her hair needs to lay. You put her on, and then the glue does not stick to this sheet. It will peel right off. And that's any kind of heat and bond, steam-a-seam, what else? Hot fix, any of those will come off of this. Okay. That's what this is an applique pressing sheet. Then you peel the whole thing off, and then you can put it on your shirt or your quilt or whatever you're going to applique. Because sometimes, I've put something on my shirt and then I've got it on a little crooked. Well, then there's no taking it back. So if you put it on an applique sheet and you get it all put together, then you can kind of maneuver where you want it and press it all down in one setting. And it goes a lot better. So applique pressing sheet, it's mine 17, and it's $15.99. $15.99. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so Lori Holt again. She's just if you guys are familiar with her, if not, you need to Google Lori Holt or look up on Pinterest. She's really popular, but I know how all you guys like puzzles. We sell a lot of puzzles. And so this one is Lori Holt's new puzzle, and it's Prairie Puzzle, the Prairie Puzzle. Okay. And look at all those blocks she's got in there. Isn't that pretty? So I like to do puzzle. This is 1,000 piece. I like to do puzzles before I go to bed at night. And this one has got her fabrics. It's just really pretty. Okay. So Prairie Puzzle, and it's $14.99. So it'd be a really good gift too if you know somebody that likes to do puzzles. Okay. Let's see. I got just a couple more things here. And these are all Lori Holt. Okay. So another Lori Holt. This book is called Quilty Fun. Quilty Fun. And it's $27.99. It has got a ton of different stuff in here, girls. Show you. There's so many different patterns. This one's got mittens and snowballs. Mittens and snowballs. Let's see what else there is. This one, I love this one. Just the strip quilt. It's got your mittens and your coffee cups and spools and houses and apples and I like how she puts her stuff together, and I love her fabrics. Okay, let's see if we can find something else in here. There's the mittens as a placemat. There's stars. There's houses. It's just kind of got everything. There's bumblebees. Pretty much everything it's in that strippy is in. Everything that's in that strip right there is in here. And she's a very good pattern writer, you guys. Very good. Okay. All right. And then there's 10 new projects in here. 10 new projects in this one. $27.99. And that's mine, number 19. Okay. Then the next one, yes, that's right. Good brain activity too. That's what they say to do, is keep your brain moving, right? Okay. Next one is called Spelling Bee. And I love this one. I was trying to think. Somebody made a quilt that had all the letters, and they used this book. Really cute. But look at the little camper here. There's a telephone. I used to work at the telephone office. There's a little car, an apple, a dog, a butterfly, all kinds of cute little things. Here's a little sewing machine. So, and then you can do your grandkids' names or your kids' names. Happy birthday. You could do all kinds of stuff with this book. And then there's all kinds of different setting patterns in there also. Okay. So this one's $35.99. It's a very nice wire bound, spiral bound book. So it lays flat for you. And again, Bee in My Bonnet by Lori Holt. Block size for letters. Let's see. I think there's several different sizes. There's a 4.5 by 6.5, an 8.5 by 12.5. I think they're all kind of different, Whitney. It depends on what letter you're doing. So you can put them into 4.5 by 6.5 and make them all stand 6.5, or you can do a 12.5. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Very, very cute. I love that. Okay. And then she's known for her farm girls, right? So this one has been a very popular book. This has got all these patterns in here. The chicken, the barn, the pumpkin, the cherries. You don't have to just do the whole quilt. You can do just one or two and do a table runner, or you can do a few and do a placemat. You can do smaller quilts. You can do wall hangings. They're all really cute. Her patterns are just really cute. And these are all done in a 6.5, I believe, and a 12.5-inch block. Yeah, 6-inch finished and 12-inch finished blocks. So all the pattern is in color. And so, again, a very good pattern writer. Okay. All right. Let's see. Here's one kind of put together with the maple leaves and stuff like that. All right. Okay, one last thing. So that was Farm Girl Vintage. Okay, Farm Girl Vintage. Let me show you the difference. This one's Farm Girl Vintage that we just showed. Okay, and that one, how much was that, Whitney? Not sure. $29.99. $29.99. Mine $21. And then this is Farm Girl Vintage too. So see the different patterns on them. So you can take these books. And what they're made for, you can mix and match them. So this one's $32.99. The new one is $32.99 that she came out. Okay, so it's a little higher, but it's got the horse and the scarecrow. It's got yarn, got the pig and the apron, pumpkin. It's got a goat and a cow and a cat, rooster. This looks like Clinton Whitney's farm. Okay, so they're out on the farm now. They need a little tractor. But this kind of looks like their farm. They've got the cats. They're starting to get all these things. And she's got the yarn. She likes to knit. So very cute. And this, again, is 6-inch finished and 12-inch finished blocks. Okay. So that's the Farm Girl Vintage 2. And if you want to put just the quilt together and do like an apron quilt, that's cute. There's all kinds of setting ideas in the back of how to put them together. Okay. Oh, yeah, on all her fabrics. Oh, my gosh. She's got tons of fabrics that are beautiful. Very cute designs. She's very good. So this one is Farm Girl Vintage 2, and it's $32.99. And I think that's all I have for you guys tonight. I've kind of went over my time. I'm sorry. So if you guys have any questions, put them down in the comments. And otherwise, let's roll for a prize. Let's see how many we can get. Everybody share so you can get it next time. Okay, Tony Price. Congratulations. That's awesome. Let us know if you're on, Tony. You got to be present to win. So let's see if you're on. And Whitney, how much is her gift card for? It's from last night, or not last night. It's from last week when I was gone. Okay. So we have 61 on right now, you guys, 62 on. So if everybody shared next week, we'll have a $62 gift card. So everybody likes free money, right? Okay, Tony, are you on? So we'll stay on for a minute and let's see if Tony's on. Do you guys have any questions for me or anything that you want me to show or anything like that? We're still doing really well with our t-shirts. If you guys haven't seen our t-shirts, oh yay, she's here. Good. Very good. $23. Okay, so we had 23 shares last week. You guys, we could have up to 60 some this week if you guys all share, okay? Tony, I'll get you a $23 gift card, and I will email or text it to you, kid, and let you know what your code is. So you can use that in the store, you can use it online, or you can use it on Tuesday Live. So, yes, you can go back and order stuff, Liz. So you guys, this will be open until Wednesday night at 7. Whitney will send invoices out Wednesday night, which is tomorrow night after 7. So anytime between now and then, you can go back and order whatever you want. So she'll pull all this at 7 and start invoicing. And then once you pay your invoice, then that comes to Bill and Cherie and they get it all mailed out. All right. If you guys want to pick it up, be sure and let us know that you want to pick up. Otherwise it gets mailed. Oh, good. I'm so glad that I'm glad you're excited. I'm excited for you. So you guys come in. I would love to see you through the shop pop. Even Mark was watching. That's great, Mark. I'm glad to have you. So you guys try to come in if you can. I'd love to see you. And until next time, we'll see you next week. All right. Bye now. Oh, Liz didn't get a code for hers. Okay. I need to get her fixed up. Liz needs a gift card code. Am I still on? Huh? If I am, Liz, I'll get you a card made up. Okay. Huh?
I said, Whitney's nodding her head, yes.
Okay. I think we're done now. All right. Y'all have a good evening now.